All right. Oh, it's very bright in here today. I don't know why that is. I guess it's a brighter day than other days. We're having a bright, sunny fall day. We are actually. All right. Well, welcome to. It's not fall. It's still summer technically, even though I guess here in Newfoundland, all the kids went back to school today. And so that is why today's theme is back to school. And I have, for somebody who hated school, I have a surprising number of songs that I think fit in well with a back to school theme. So some of them specifically mention school. Some of them I've made a stretch. And we've got one cover. Some are just about learning in general, which I'm not surprised I have lots of songs about. Because I like learning. I just didn't like learning it at school. But the first song is off my first album, and I wrote it about a friend of mine during a period of time when she was going to university. So that shows up in this song. 5 courses, 3 jobs, and 1 forlorn alcoholic boyfriend who tells all our friends that he doesn't know what he'd do without me. Well, when did his friends and my friends become one and the same term? And how come I know just what I'd do without him? I'd have more time, I'd have more money, I'd buy new shoes and read everything by Dostoevsky. And I know too exactly what he'll do. The old gal pulled out late last night is what he'll tell the guys at the pub tonight. The old gal pulled out late last night in search of greener pastures. And I don't know what she thinks she's gonna find. Maybe she's just going through a phase. I thought everything was alright, so I don't really understand why. But the old girl pulled out late last night. Old friend, cold house, pile of moldy blankets and a dirty couch. 1 kettle well used, ashtray and an extra key. She said I could call the living room my own as long as I need to. There's a spy phone, so I'll know not to answer if he calls. But baby, I'm not selfish, I'm just tired. I'm trying to find the time to be alone for several months. There's more to me than just being your girlfriend, though I smoked a lot of cigarettes in your name. And I'll bet you have smoked a few in my name too. The old gal pulled out late last night is what he'll tell the guys at the pub tonight. The old gal pulled out late last night in search of greener pastures. And I don't know what she thinks she's gonna find. Maybe she's just going through a phase. I thought everything was alright, so I don't really understand why. But the old girl pulled out late last night. From time to time I see his friends, they fill me in, though I don't ask. He does not know how to spend time. I kindly suggest a library card. 4 papers left to go, 5 exams and 1 stupid presentation, leaving 3 bosses, almost 2. Can't be late for work again. 2 pairs of new shoes, great dress made with me in mind. The brothers Karamazov, Crime and Punishment, the idiot. The old gal pulled out late last night is what he'll tell the guys at the pub tonight. The old gal pulled out late last night in search of greener pastures. And there we go, the old gal. So that one is about somebody attending university. This next one I wrote one of my Twitch viewers, because I do a writing show over on Twitch, and one of my viewers there asked me to, they wanted to know what would happen if I just opened a textbook and, you know, let whatever page I opened it to inspire me. So I opened up Elementary Number Theory and Its Applications by Kenneth Graham. Don't ask me why I have that in my house, but I did. And I opened to the page of Zero Knowledge Proof, which is all about how you cannot prove that a thing exists, but you can prove that the proof of its existence exists. And because math textbooks always teach concepts through a person whose first name begins with P for prover and a person whose first name begins with V for verifier, this concept was taught through the use of Paula and Vince. And so I wrote this song, and it's in the list since it comes from a textbook. We find Paula in the yard, sitting underneath a tree, reading elementary number theory and some of its applications. La, 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 la. We find Vince inside the house, pouring through his diary, contemplating all the aviary specimens that he has spotted. La, 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 la. Suppose Paula can discern from the spaces in between all the 1,000 tiny loving gestures that he sends in her direction. La 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 la. She has X but not A, and she'll never know B. That's the way things will stay, but proof exists of their congruency. La 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 la. Let us now assume that Vince is well aware of the underlying meaning in her imperceptible glances. La 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 la. He knows N but not P, and he's unsure of Q. That's the way things will be, but proof exists, it's irrefutable. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. She knows X but not A, and she'll never know B. That's the way things will stay, but proof exists of their congruency. He knows N but not P, and he's unsure of Q. That's the way things will be, but proof exists, it's irrefutable. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. There we go. Elementary number theory. So another song that I definitely associate with schooling is this next one, which is about a spelling bee. And I suppose that one could sign up for a spelling bee without being in school, but if you're competing in a spelling bee, you're probably going to school. I really think of it as like a kid's kind of thing. I don't know if there must be adult spelling competitions. I'll have to look into this. Feeling apprehensive, are there two P's in apprehensive? I dreamt last night I couldn't spell a word, or was it dreamed? I practiced recognizing uses where we opt for C's and S's and Z's in our language. I drilled those words into my senses. The pronouncer gives the word and I ask for a repronunciation. Wouldn't want to mix it up with some related word. Don't want to end up disappointed. Is that two P's, two S's, neither or both in my performance? I spell the word with bold intention. Can I get a definition? Can you use it in a sentence? I'll take this time to ponder if that root is Greek or Latin. Is it A, I, E, or U? Vowels are mystifying, C's and K's and Q's. It's all so confusing, but I worked hard and I before E in believe in me, myself, and I don't want to leave the competition early. The pronouncer gives the word and I ask for a no, we've already sang that. When I finish spelling just one, and in this finish I open my eyes to the judge's consternation. Some say yea, but most say nay. I watch my rivals spell the word in their head. I raise my hand, make my objection. To the arbiter I plead my case, or not or, though they don't arbit. Aggressively I make my argument. Those double letters get me. And after some deliberation and an Oxford English consultation, the judges deem it spelled correctly. I avoid elimination. Can I get a definition? Can you use it in a sentence? I'll take this time to ponder if that root is Greek or Latin. Is it A, I, E, or U? Vowels are mystifying, C's and K's and Q's. It's all so confusing, but I worked hard and I before E in believe in me, myself, and I don't want to leave the competition early. There we go, the spelling bee. Spelling bee. And my screensaver came on during that. There we go. There you guys are. All right, so the next song on the list, I think we're going to high school for like the next 4 songs. Possibly college for this one. But definitely high school. Come on. Oh, doesn't matter. I lent my tuner to someone who tunes her guitar at 432 hertz instead of 440, and I just had a moment of, I did set my tuner back, right? I'm pretty sure I did. Nothing feels weird. This tuner does seem to have trouble with the low D, though. Anyway, this song is about high school football and all the parts that go into pulling off a high school football game. And it's definitely high school or college football because I don't think they have marching bands at the pro level. I don't remember ever seeing a marching band at an NFL or CFL game. Marching down the football field, stay in rhythm, stay in sequence, watch the drum major and listen for my cues. Trip over my fellow marchers, buried focus, dedication to the music, assorted commitment to the task at hand. We're in this together, whether we like it or not. Some of us want to stand out. Some of us know that this could be our big break. Our time to shine, but when will we learn? You may be out for ourselves, but we're in it together. Flying 20 feet high in the air over the astroturf, I try to pay attention to the captain's calls. Shake my pom-pom, handstand, handspring, chant and cheering. Time to get the home crowd going. Stick to the routine and know I trained it well. Do I trust the pyramid to catch me coming down? 'Cause some of us want to stand out. Some of us know that this could be our big break. Our time to shine, but when will we learn? We may be out for ourselves, but we're in it together. When will we learn? When will we learn? We may be out for ourselves, but we won't get there alone. Each piece must lean upon another. Lean forward, lean backward, reciprocal motion. See through, see over, we are one, but we are many. We will learn as we are going. Take position on the line of scrimmage, waiting for the snap. I'm ready if the quarterback changes the play. Then I'm running for the sweet spot in the end zone. Catch the pass and make the touchdown. Dodging, stealing, weaving through the passing route. Hoping that my teammates on the sidelines hold the score. Some of us want to stand out. Some of us know that this could be a big break. Our time to shine, but when will we learn? We may be out for ourselves, but we're in it together. We go out for ourselves, in it together. And then, actually, this one might even be more elementary school than high school, junior high. Although this came out of, I put a call out on Twitter one day, back when I used Twitter, before the twits took over Twitter. I used it a lot, and I met a lot of great people there. But one day before my writing stream, I put out a call saying, I need to write today. I don't know what I'm writing about. Give me some words. Give me your favorite words. So I got banana, crenellation, and meniscus. And I sort of thought, well, I'll write something whimsical and silly. And I ended up writing something quite serious, which I think really has a lot to do with, I think you can really send you back to elementary school and bullying and stuff like that in this song. Well, you can't touch me up here in my castle, overlooking my domain. And you can't find me hidden in my crenellations, fine-tuning my master plan. And I wore my meniscus out, riding my banana seat bike, like like a brave and gallant knight on my carbon fiber steed. I rode fast and far in mud-splashed denim greaves to my castle in the sky, plywood in the trees, and I wore my meniscus out. Well, you can't hurt me, I'm safe beyond these ramparts. They'll withstand your trebuchet. And you can't come in, I've pulled up the drawbridge. You'll never even enter my mind. And I wore my meniscus out, riding my banana seat bike like a brave and gallant knight on my carbon fiber steed. I rode fast and far through mud-splashed denim greaves to my castle in the sky, plywood in the trees, and I wore my meniscus out. Well, don't accuse me of being mellow, dramatic, over, foolish and emotional. Or ridicule me and say that I'm overreacting, oversensitive and weak. Well, you can't catch me, I was too swift for you, too quick, too clever by half. And you can't reach me, I've moved too far beyond you, I've obscured my trail. And I wore my meniscus out, riding my banana seat bike like a brave and gallant knight on my carbon fiber steed. I rode fast and far on mud-splashed denim greaves to my castle in the sky, plywood in the trees, and I wore my meniscus out. There we go, banana seat bike. I was really happy with how that came together, and as I recall, it came together quite quickly as well. But definitely, I think fits into the back to school theme. And now the next one I'm going to do, I'm going to go back up to standard tuning. We're already back up to standard tuning. We did that a song ago. The next one I'm going to do, it's in the topic of school, partially because we have a phrase in English in which we talk about a school of fish, but also this is my song Skate Punk, and I included it today because thinking of it's about skate, the fish, and their mating habits, and they all go back to what's called a nursery every year. They're one of those animals that return to the place they were born every year to mate. And I can't help but think about the smoke pit in my high school, where everyone kind of hung out on the breaks. And of course, there was a fair bit of posturing. There was a fair bit of posturing going on, and like dudes trying to impress the ladies, and some people not being as impressed as others. So that's why we're getting this. I crawled out of my mermaid's purse in these very same grounds some time ago, and I return year after year to keep the cycle rolling, and every year it is the same old conventions holding. The ocean is a wild frontier where strength holds highest value. But There's more to life than that. Give me a mate who rides the riptide, doing mad tricks on the ocean waves, undulating. Give me a gentle, graceful, free-sailing skate punk. Familiar faces come and go, flashing their credentials. Who survived another year and who's the most insufferable? Posturing on full display, beaten muscles flexing, studs rally, duke it out to prove who's master of the nursery. And I could not care less who wins. Give me a mate who rides the riptide, doing mad tricks on the ocean waves, undulating. Give me a gentle, graceful, free-sailing skate punk. Someone who lives on the edge and sees the beauty and not the danger. Someone who lives to the full and does not worry about what's expected. Give me a mate who rides the riptide, doing mad tricks on the ocean waves, undulating. Give me a gentle, graceful, free-sailing skate punk. Give me a gentle, graceful, free-sailing skate punk. There we go, skate punk. Yeah, the more I'm like, man, that really is like high school, isn't it? This next one is, and I will mention to anyone joining me now. I see it's just gone 1 o'clock here, and throughout the summer, I have been warning people, but I think if you haven't been here, you wouldn't have gotten the warning that I've moved this stream a half hour earlier. So I'm about halfway through our 10 songs now. But I'll be starting the weekly Warble at 12:30 Newfoundland time instead of 1 p.m. So, but I'll talk about that after the next song. This is the only cover I have in the set list today, and this one explicitly mentions high school, but it's also very much about, the experience of the weirdo in the suburb, or the weird kid. It may or may not surprise some of you to know that I was the weird kid. Sprawling on the fringes of the city in geometric order, an insulated border, in between the bright lights and the far unlit unknown. Growing up, it all seems so one-sided, opinions all provided, the future pre-decided, detached and subdivided in the mass production zone. Nowhere is the dreamer or the misfit so alone. Subdivisions in the high school halls, in the shopping malls, conform or be cast out. Subdivisions in the basement bars, in the backs of cars, be cool or be cast out. Any escape might help to smooth the unattractive truth, but the suburbs have no charms to soothe the restless dreams of youth. Drawn like moths who drift into the city, the timeless old attraction, cruising for the action, lit up like a firefly just to feel the living night. Some will sell their dreams for small desires or lose the race to rats, get caught in ticking traps, and start to dream of somewhere to relax their restless flight. Somewhere out of a memory of lighted streets on quiet nights. Subdivisions in the high school halls, in the shopping malls, conform or be cast out. Subdivisions in the basement bars, in the backs of cars, be cool or be cast out. Any escape might help to smooth the unattractive truth, but the suburbs have no charms to soothe the restless dreams of youth. There we go, little subdivisions for you. Right, so in order to play a lot of 7/8 music, we've got 3 songs left. We've got 3 songs left today in the 10 songs, because we are starting half an hour earlier moving forward. And one of the reasons we're starting half an hour earlier is because there is an online performance kind of class for musicians. Well, it's like a series of workshops and practicals. Anyway, I have embarked upon enrolling in this music performance betterment class that happens on Wednesdays when I'm usually streaming. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to shift my stream forward. And so in honor of me, what we are doing today in that course is having a workshop on alternate uses of the metronome, or sort of expanding our uses of the metronome in our practice. And if you study an instrument and you want to play it well, you'd best study with a metronome. And I happen to love metronomic practice so much that I've written a song about it, that I almost never practice with a metronome. Perhaps after today's lecture, I will be moved to do so. But and also, of course, if it's September, perhaps you're going back to school for music school. Picking hand moving with the metronome, back and forth across the strings. Tick, 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 tick. Fretting hand sliding with the metronome, up and down across the board. Tick, 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 tick. A repetition, rest, relax, memorizing passages. Tick, 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 tick. Alternate picking, sweeping tremolo, slow and fast across the strings. Hammer on, pull off, bending, glissando, 2-hand tapping on the board. Repetition, rest, relax, memorizing passages. Then I come out of the woodshed, and I can join the band playing, and I can hear in my head the notes as they lay waiting. Rather a lot of notes following one another in a very short time. Fingertips landing and lifting seamlessly, seemingly of their own volition. Blazing, soaring, face melting, bliss. There, definition of happiness. All right, so we're gonna pop down now over to the 12 string, and this is a bit of an early childhood education song, I suppose you could say. This is about I've got everything here. Yes. This is about object permanence, which is the moment in our brain, in our development, that we discover that we learn, that we come to know that the world does not revolve around us and that things continue to exist even when we can't see them. So it's, an important part of child development. So I felt that it was reasonable to include it in the back to school episode. What's there is there, whether I am there or here. What's here stays here, whether I am here. What stands will stand as long as it shall. It moves, may come and go as it will. What's there is there, whether I am there or here. What's here stays here, whether or not I am here. That which is forsaken remains, and that which is cherished shares its fate. What dreams will dream unbeknownst to me, and live a life regardless of my own. What's there is there, whether I am there or here. What's here stays here, whether or not I am here. All things take their time. All things take their space. All things are or not. All things are their own. What's there is there, whether or not I am here. What's here stays here, whether I am there or here. What lives, what breathes, perceives without me, and I continue in quorum or alone. What's there is there, whether I am there or here. What's here stays here, whether or not I am here. Here we go, object permanence. My only children's song. That's probably not true. All right, we have one more song. We have one more song in the set today. And this is just a song about learning in general and about learning new things. and about how about the attitude that you need to have if you're going to embark on learning something new. Which I will admit is not actually something I associate with going to school. But let's think of school as an institute of learning things that we're excited to be learning about. Play the wrong note, strike the wrong chord, play out of key. Many things worth doing are worth doing poorly. You're never too wrong when you call the shot. You're never too wrong when it falls apart. You're never too wrong. You're never too wrong. Use the wrong verb. Have an accent. Speak like a child. It's only by doing we get any better. You're never too wrong when you drop a stitch. You're never too wrong when you don't make sense. You're never too wrong. You're never too wrong. Bit by bit by bit, bit by bit by bit. Make mistakes and let yourself make ugly, stupid things. You're never too wrong when you miss the turn. You're never too wrong when you try new things. You're never too wrong. You're never too wrong. Lift a light weight. Join a bad team. Run slowly. You have to start somewhere. Here's as good as any. And there we go. Never too wrong. Never too wrong. And that is our show for today, folks. Once again, we are moving the show earlier by a whole half hour, and that is the time slot that I'm going to go with going forward. Who knows? We may change things up again at some other point, but we'll get settled into this time slot. And next week I will be back at 12:30 Newfoundland time. I will also, if you follow me on socials or even on here in the community tab, which I think I forgot to post this week, but usually I post my schedule in the community tab here on YouTube. If you find me on the interwebs at Kyla Tilley and follow me, I am always posting my streaming schedule, and I've got a new thing for the YouTube that should give it to you in your correct time zone. So keep an eye out for that. But next week, the theme is getting things done. Because there were some songs that I sort of thought to put into this list, and then I was like, no, these are not school things. These are getting things done things. And I've got a lot of those. So that's what our theme next week will be. So I hope you have a wonderful week. And we'll see you next time. Take care.